Hey, what's up, gang? This is Bishop over here at Jet Performance. We're going to be doing the rear exit exhaust DIY install here. And as you see, we took the back deck off. So we're going to do the water box and the exhaust system without taking the whole top off. So I want to show people how to do that, save you some time, save you some trouble, make this DIY a lot better. You're going to have to go all the way up here to about the third screw, so you have some leverage on this to lift it up so you can pull the back piece out. Same thing over here. So about the third screw, you're gonna get somebody to lift this piece up right here, and you can pull this back piece all the way back out. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna undo this screw here, get the old resonator out, and we're gonna go down to here and get that screw out of there. And you see that notch right there? We're gonna tap on that with a flathead screwdriver and a mallet, and that'll unwind it, and we'll be able to get that ugly resonator out of here. So let's go ahead and get to it. Okay, as you can see here, there's a zip tie on that sensor, and there's a zip tie on that coupler. What we're gonna do is take scissors and cut both of them. I'm gonna cut this out of here, like so. Same for this one. The scissors in there. Cut that one. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is grab the clip on the back of the sensor, clip it loose, undo it. Get the cord out the way. Then we're gonna go in and get this off of here. Get it loosened up enough to move it. Okay, we got that off of there. Okay, we're gonna get up in here, undo this. Got it out like so. And then you'll see this notch right here. See this notch where my finger's at? We're gonna tap on that with a flathead screwdriver with a mallet and get it going the other way. So I'm gonna get my mallet. Okay, we got the flathead on there. Get the point on there. Tap it up. Give it a couple more taps, then you'll be able to move it by hand. Voila. Okay, now you can get this big monstrosity out of here and get you some sound. It's very restricted. Lift up. Yank it out. Now we got that out of there, we got a clear path to the plug. So when we put the wet jet plug back in here, we can plug that up. And what we're gonna do is finesse the water box out from here to there. If you look all the way in the back, there's a clamp. We're just gonna get an 8 mil on that, the same size that you use to take out the plug, and we're gonna wrench that off of there, and we'll hook up the new water box. So show you that in 1 second here. Once you get the first 2 turns, you can just start turning it by hand so you can get it real loose. And what you want to do is grab it over here because there's a latch. Hit it up and grab it from here. You wiggle it loose. Comes right off the pipe. And you'll have another connection back here that is zip tied, as you can see. You have another connection zip tied to the water box. You're going to need to cut that off. So now you got your plugs off. You can pull your water box right out the back. Voila, don't need to take the top off. Okay, as you see, we got the water box out. We got all this space to work with. So before, we had to DIY, we had to take the top off, but we're doing this one, save people some time, let people know it's not as hard as you think. So you definitely get the water box off. We're going to slide it back on first. It's best to keep that second clip on tight. Just leave it on there, and we're going to use that to pivot, put the water box back on there. What you want to do is set this up here in the orientation that is going to go back on. We're going to put the small side, the 2-inch side, it's 2 1/4, onto the water box. But what we can do is put this on here first. Make it easier. You want to have your T-bolt clamp pointing to the left because this open space will help you buckle it back down. So, and if you need to make adjustments, you'll be able to twist it. So get it down as far as you can. And we're going to point it in the general vicinity of where the rear exit is going to go. So we just tighten it down, hand tight right now, not bolt tight. Once you get it hand tight, then we're going to take this and we're going to slide this back on the same way it came off. So we'll put this down. We're going to go all the way in. Move this out the way. And you're going to fit your water box back onto the sleeve. And it'll go right back into that coupler. You push it as far as you can. Make sure you grab your sensor, your exhaust tip sensor that comes right here. Push it all the way in, and you'll feel it go back into its fitting so it'll hold, so the water box won't jump around. And now your water box is in there. Okay, don't forget to put your temp sensor back. So you want to get that back on here. Here, clip. Then the new wet jet water box is on here. And fix your fitting orientation there. Make sure you got a nice good fit. And make sure it's hooked on there. And now that's in there good. And then what you want to do is go back to that bolt. Now we're going to tighten this back. You'll feel it start to snug up. Keep going. And you do not want this to come off. Once it gets hard to turn, get you about 3 more turns on it. It's torqued down pretty good here. Check your fitting, your orientation. Everything's fitted. You want to do a test pull. It's not going anywhere. And then it's hooked over here on the fitting. Now we're going to take the wet jet plug. And what you want to do is get you a little bit of RTV on the edge. All the way around, get you a nice even bead. Like so. You can also put some on the back side of the nut, just for safe measures. You don't really have to do this, but it doesn't hurt. Like so. You're gonna take your RTV, and what you want to do, stick this end of the plug through the hole, because you don't want to spin this. We went through the back side. Press it up against firmly. I'm going to take the nut side. I'm going to screw it on. And screw it on just hand tight. You don't need the incredible Hulk it on. Just hand tight when it's not moving anymore. A couple turns, it's torqued on. It's good to go. That's all you need. And the plug is done. You see the RTV will seal it, and we're all done. We're gonna put a screw through here, just so it doesn't vibrate loose. That's all you need to do with that one. It's all the way through now. This leaves it super tight. You don't have to torque it all the way down, just get it down to the last thread. Put it in there, it's not coming loose anymore. Okay, now we're gonna go to the outlet. So our system is magnificent, and the beauty of it is simplicity. So there's really only one place this thing can go. So the way we judge it here, I don't use the template. I've done this so many times that I don't need to. That pretty much the top of the mold right here that holds the step is your line where you want to match the top of the outlet. You want more sound, move the bolt hole up even with the hole about right there, and the outlet sits out the water more. You move it down to about the middle, it sits in the water more. So we want more sound, so we're gonna end up with it right here. Okay, what we're gonna do is take this 2 3/4 drill bit, get it lined up. It has a pilot hole on us, so we start drilling that hole, and it's gonna bite. So you take it easy, just go through. And back out just a little bit so you can get it spinning. Got the drill in the wrong setting, there we go. Voila, we're through. Quick hole. Take out all your trash. You might want to get a vacuum to get the extra shards out the inside. I just take them, grab them by hand and throw them out. As long as you got that drill bit on there, it keeps it right in the pilot hole. It won't jump and go all over the place. And take your outlet, perfect fitment, lines right up every time. Looks great. Okay, this is how you drill your holes. We already started 2 of them. You got that first one there, and there. That's perfect alignment. And go to the third one. Let's start it. Line it back up again. Make sure all your holes are lined up. And you go here. Start the last one. And you got your screw holes there. What you want to do, Get you a nice bead of silicone on here. Get all my shavings off. Put it up against the flange, where the flange meets the cylinder. They'll spread out. So get you a nice bead all the way around. Get your Allen head. Align your screw holes up. The silicone will hold it in place, huh? First screw in. Make sure you got your alignment right. Torque them down too hard because you're going to bolt them from the back. And the reason why I say put it by the cylinder, you see how far it smashes the silicone all the way out. So if you put it out to the edge, it's going to come all the way out and you're going to get silicone on your plastics. On there, super tight, and all you have to do is move over to the bolts, and you're going to do the bolts from the inside. Okay, from here, as you can see, some of the silicone pushed through on the back side, so you actually got a good seal, but it doesn't hurt to take a little bit of silicone on your hand and seal the edge right here. Push down really hard so that way you mash it into the cracks. We didn't have a nozzle on here, so we just did it by hand. You know, you can do it the best way that you know how, but this definitely works, and it probably is definitely overkill. But we don't plan on taking this back off. That's why we put it over the nuts and everywhere else. That last little bit on your finger at the bottom, seal that bottom crack. You can feel it. Make sure you push down hard on that seam and get it in there if you're going to do it. It'll definitely make it watertight. Doesn't have to be pretty on the inside because this is going to be inside the hull anyway. Nobody's going to see that. Okay, what you want to do is get back to your water box. You're going to put your pipe on. Push it all the way in. Helps if you have a little bit of lube on there, a little dab of WD-40 to push your fitting all the way in. Once you get that in there, you're going to go to your 45. The big end goes on your outlet. Best way to do it, get your little lube, Slide it on. Now line it up. And twist it back down all the way onto your outlet. And this is what your fitment should look like. Perfect alignment. You put your T-bolt clamps on here, then you're going to clamp everything down. You want to just get your 10mm. Torque it all the way down. Torque it all the way down. Get this one on here. It's better to get you a drill because this is tight. You'll be in there ratcheting all day. Hold it in place. Just get it tight and you can come back and ratchet it in with a 10mm opening. Get it facing forward. When you go back, just hand tighten it because we got to ratchet it all the way down. Do all 4 of your fittings. You put your bolts on and you'll be done. We'll go ahead and line everything up. It's all lined up. Once we bolt it down, we'll fire it up, but this is how you'd install the wet jet system, the rear exit, and you can do the free flow like this. We'll continue this video and do the free flow for part 2. But our system is the only one in the world that you can use for the rear exit exhaust, or you can go free flow, and if you want to go rear exit later, you don't have to buy the whole kit again. You spend another $150 and you get the rest of the kit. You get the plug, you get the rear outlet, use the same pipe, angle it over a little bit, reaches out here to the rear. We're the only dual system that's in the world right now. So we're looking forward to getting this out to everybody. We're glad everybody's enjoying it right now. And we'll show you the fired up video and we'll get it done. Here's the system all the way installed. Only have to take off the rear. Now we got to put it back. So just do everything in reverse. Everybody knows how to get this off. No need to put that on video. I wanted to show you the whole thing. And we'll fire it up here in a second. Okay, we're going to fire it up now.